Hey guys, welcome back to JR14. Here I am with another video for you guys today, and we're not installing anything today. We're going back to the OG style of doing things. I'm actually reviewing a car. What? Yes, it's been a couple years since I reviewed a car, and why not start off reviewing cars with a banger, right? So here we actually have a 2018 BMW 340. If anyone understands the 340 or M340s, it is the engine that comes in them, which is the infamous B58. And this one is not stock, but we're gonna talk a little bit about some of the options, some of the features of this car as far as stock form, and then we're gonna go into some of the nitty-gritty stuff, the stuff that you probably really care about, which is the performance modifications. This vehicle owns to one of my good buddies. Actually, he was a subscriber of the channel years ago. He's an OG subscriber, and he actually had a Mark 7 GTI. We always kept in contact. Even when I moved to Maryland, we still keep in contact. It's one of my cool buddies in Jersey. And he's always told me, yo, I want to get into something else. He's been dealing with the same frustrations with the Mark 7 platform as I have, which is basically you spend so much money to make so much power, but you know, it's still a hatchback front wheel drive car. Now, in track spec, which is, there's no way I can go back now, that car is going to be a dedicated track car, but I do want something that's quick, fast, but comfortable to drive, like you can still use it as a daily, tinker with it a little bit, and I think this is one of the examples of what I'm interested in. Now, Sean has bought this car a couple of years ago and has told me countless times, Jay, you need to get yourself a 340. But he said, you need to get yourself a 340. It's either an M340 or 340, whatever, but you need to get into this platform because a lot of things in this platform are current, which is the current things in this platform that is eligible, like things that are eligible for it, transmission tunes, as far as transmission tunes, it's also engine tuning, all that other stuff, and aftermarket support is huge on this platform. If you start to go into the turbo stuff, there's stuff that you guys already know about, and there's a lot of stuff that you guys don't know about that Sean will probably tell me a little bit in this video. He doesn't want to be on camera, but you will hear his voice through his video. He's going to explain a little bit of the car, and as I'm doing that, you guys are going to see B-roll of the car. But like I said, if you look at this car, now I'm going to flip the camera, I'm going to show you the car, because this car looks absolutely stock. You can't tell. I will tell y'all he will tell you the horsepower number, what the modifications done to this car, what it's supposed to make. The car looks like you just bought it from a dealership. But I'm gonna flip the camera real quick. So here is the 2018 340 BMW. He bought this 2.5 years ago, or 2 years ago, and this car has just been absolutely, this body, first of all, let's just talk about the F30 body style for a minute. The F30 body style, I think, is going to be a timeless design, you know, and the reason why I say that is simply because, like, this car, you see so many of them on the road, like 328s, 320s, but when you see a 340, like, you kind of really, like I said, the B58, you already know what it's about. But I will promise you this body style, it's minimal, but it's athletic, right? You got the really aggressive front end, and this is an M Sport package car, so you have the M Sport bumper with the fog lights, which is, if I had to get an F30, it has to be this style. Also, the headlights look really, like I said, really aggressive, really cool. And then you have these M Sport wheels, simple but functional. They look really clean, really good on the car. But then you have these body lines as you go down the car. This athletic hip right here, following into the rear of the car, where you have the great LCI taillights for this model. And then you have the xDrive and the 340 badge on the back. Now, if you step into the interior a little bit, the interior is actually a great place to be. I love the interior due to the sport seats. So when you get an M Sport package car, you get the steering wheel, you get the sport seats, which are the sport seats as you see right here. Those are the sport seats right here. The interior is absolutely flawless. Like, you can't really even knock the interior. You do have the infotainment display there. Now, I'm not familiar with this. I know there's some F30s that did not come with Apple CarPlay. I believe this one did come with Apple CarPlay, but there's other screens that you can add into this if you don't think it's big enough, but it does have the Harman Kardon. You do have the M Sport pedals on the bottom here, the M Performance pedals. And then, like, you know, solid, the doors are solid. I was just telling them about that. Like, the doors are solid, and this is a solid car. Now, one of the reasons why I really love these, like I told you, performance-wise, these are so freaking amazing as far as what you can get out of the performance levels of one of these, the 340s. The problem is before they were so expensive because people held them to a hype. But now you can get these really, really cheap. So you can get a 340 right now, like a F30 in the high teens, like maybe in the $20,000 range. If you really want a nice, clean example of a 340 like this, then you may be spending like north of like 25,000. But the prices of these are coming down. And that's one thing that I'm really excited about. As we do in our review, I'm gonna show you the engine bay. Sean's gonna talk me through mainly what he has done, and we're gonna definitely go into the nitty-gritty of what the performance aspects of this car are and what you can really get out of these cars. You guys know about it already, but Sean's really, like I said, an OEM plus type of dude. He doesn't like to be too flashy. He likes to be under the radar, but I've seen some of the draggy videos of this vehicle, and I'm telling you right now, this thing's nasty, but I haven't experienced it, so I'm gonna take you guys along with me. But first, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna talk about the engine and some of the modifications that he has done, and then we're gonna go ahead and go for a quick drive, and then see if he can win me over of buying a BMW and have you guys experience a BMW build on the channel fairly soon. All right, Sean, so give me a good walkthrough. Give me as much detailed information as possible, what you've done, if you want to. I want to talk about transmission stuff, engine stuff, horsepower potentials of what it should be making, all that stuff. Whatever you feel comfortable with. So go ahead, let us know.
All right. So we have I don't have that much done to the car. So obviously it's a stock B58 engine. First and foremost, visually what you could see, I have a Ross Racing catch can. Here, what you're seeing here, the catch can goes back to this. This is a VTA kit from Ross Racing. So all the excess crankcase pressure that get built up in the valve cover here gets exhausted through here into the catch can. It gets routed down
into the turbo,
into the atmosphere, down into the ground.
Okay, gotcha.
This is a very necessary mod if you're planning on doing an upgraded turbo.
Okay.
Visually, we have a one-piece metal inlet that goes directly to the turbo.
Nice.
Bolted to a K&N filter. This is kind of custom for me.
Okay.
And under here, what you're not seeing, we have a turbo. We have the smallest hybrid turbo that Dynamic AutoWorks Performance sells. Okay. It's a DAW Hypercore.
And what is the company that makes the turbo again?
Dynamic AutoWorks.
Okay, gotcha.
AKA DAW DAW.
Okay. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. So I've never heard of that turbo company before. Usually I heard of Vargas. I've heard of
Pure.
Pure.
Yeah. So they're the next ones on the block.
Okay.
He makes very good turbos. The owner, Sean, cool guy. This is the smallest hybrid turbo that he offers in his lineup.
Okay.
This turbo is maybe good for 600 wheel.
What?
It's not, 600 wheel.
Jesus.
But it doesn't cost a lot. It costs like $1,400. So for $1,400, you're really getting a lot for your money.
So that's really not bad, especially for a turbo, right? Because the turbos for my GTI are like 2,000 plus.
Yeah.
So and they're like IS20 hybrids, things of that nature. So the fact that you can get a B58.
Yeah.
So, okay, before we even go into that, like what else have you done? So we did the turbo, we went over to the intake. That's something preferably for you. We did the Ross Racing oil catch can.
So to supplement that turbo for fueling mods, I have an upgraded high pressure pump. So that is a high pressure pump from Dorch.
Okay.
It's a DS 2.5. So it's their newest stage 2 pump.
Okay.
And typically I run this just to support higher ethanol content levels. Okay. So currently I do have 2 tunes on the car. I have a 93 tune, custom tune, and a E60 tune.
Okay. Nice.
So
that's it?
That's it.
What about your transmission?
So, transmission. So I have a custom transmission tune from Rod Tupfin. Okay. And it's tuned via XHP. Okay. So with his custom transmission tune, it's just a smoother driving experience, and the shifts are way faster. Okay. So
that's really it.
That's really it. Turbo, intake, catch can, high pressure pump, all in maybe like.
That was my next question. All of this roughly, what did that come out of your pocket?
So the turbo, that I paid total about $4,000.
Really?
Everything that you see in here.
And that's hang on. So guys, I need to let you guys know that for a second. And I'm sorry I had to take the mic off to let him speak, but I just want to reiterate. We're in 2020, the end of 2024, right? So now the M340, which is the G20 chassis, is now about to stop going out of production probably next year because they came out in 2020. So they just came out with another version for the new year for 2025. Of course, the ECUs is not cracked yet, but what I want to express is the price. Like I said, you can get these now for 20 grand. 20 grand. So if you find one for like, let's say you found one for like 60, 70,000 miles. I know I keep babbling about it, but it's just mind blowing. 20 racks, right? $20,000. Think of I'm just gonna throw 7% interest rate. You do the math. I think it's anywhere between $250 to $350 a month, maybe a little bit more. I could be wrong, and $4,000 in mods will get you close to the 600 wheel horsepower mark. And that $4 grand includes a turbo intake, the oil catch can, the inlet, the transmission stuff, the high pressure fuel pump. And on these cars, I know he hasn't mentioned it, and I don't know if he's done it, but you can put an I don't know, can you? So
Yeah, you can put an LSD.
you could put LSD even on an xDrive car.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's an option for this car with the M Performance package.
Okay.
And it comes with the limited slip differential,
Right.
and it comes with the bigger M Performance brakes. But everything else is the same.
Okay.
Yeah, engine wise.
Right. So even that, I believe that from BMW is not an expensive part. I mean, okay, figuratively speaking, I think it's anywhere from $800 to $1,200 for the diff. That's not putting it in, that's just the diff itself, but it's a plug and play diff. You don't have to take out the whole diff. You do have to take out the diff, but it plugs and plays, and you just put different fluid in it, and you put it back in, and the car just recognizes it, and you're good to go. Like, so I'm excited. I did not know the car made close to 600 wheel. Like, so when we look at this vehicle right here, it looks, like I said, so stock. It even has a stock. I know he had Apexes before. He took them off, and it looks like a lowered 3 Series, which it is. Like, that's exactly what we had. But you would never suspect this thing having 600. I'm thinking like, okay, 5, because the car makes like what, 300.
Yeah, like 300.
They make 300 stock. Okay, quote unquote, because BMW lies about all their numbers.
I never dynoed it, but based on what Martina said,
Yeah.
it should be at 600.
Okay, so
The
again,
driving times does suggest.
because I know you guys are gonna come from. You guys might be. You might be familiar with the voice. He hasn't dynoed the car. Figuratively speaking, I wanted this because y'all are gonna roast me in the comments. Well, B58s don't do that. You never had a B58. All that. I'm just letting you guys know. Based on figuratively speaking, based on the modifications that have been done and the tuning that has been done on this car and the transmission tuning, we should be at around 600 wheel. I'm rambling. First of all, can I drive? He said I can drive. We're probably going to end up getting a BMW, and I'm probably going to say that a lot, but you guys know how emotional I get when I drive different vehicles, so I'm excited. So without further ado, guys, let's just get in the car, drive, and let me get my impressions of an F3340 with 600 wheel. All right, so we are here in the 340, and we're going to start it up. Oh boy.
So you can't tell it's tuned.
I can't tell it's tuned at all. Like, so I got 40,000 miles. And I knew that. BMW shifters are weird. I knew that, and they're weird, and don't judge me, so you gotta hold this and then go down. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna drive normal, get a feel for, oh, it's got heads-up display too?
Yep.
For a 3 Series, man, I've never owned one, so like something like this would be absolutely perfect.
This house also has the M adaptive suspension.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll just...
Should loop us around.
Yeah, well, hopefully it does loop us around. So, I hear it. So I hear the slight turbo. So he also has a downpipe on the car as well. But the rest of the exhaust is completely stock. Suspension-wise, you put springs on it, you said?
Just H&R lowering springs.
Obviously, H&R like gives you more of a stock feel. So, it doesn't have any drama or anything like that. Okay.
So the wheel in comfort is extremely light.
Yeah, I noticed that. Because BMWs always have had a heavy steering, but they've been hydraulic before. This is electric now.
Yes.
So, You know, so right off the bat, I just want to so I love the fact that in comfort, it's hunting for high gears. Like I'm only doing 25 miles, 30 miles an hour, and it's already in fifth. And this is in an 8-speed. So far, so good. I mean, it, like you said, and it feels like a stock car. In comfort, it feels like a stock car. And I don't notice any difference from driving a stock 340, which is a really good, it's a really good trick. It's not a one-trick pony on this. I mean, it is a good, fast, straight line car, but it is a BMW at the end of the day, which does mean that it does handle. All right. We're back. All right, so had to clean out some storage real quick. I feel really embarrassed about that, but no, we were talking about how good the car feels in stock form, like as it feels like a stock car, and it's not, but you know, so right, I still in comfort, and you. So you hear some turbo spool, which is interesting, like, because I guess on these cars where the turbo's mounted, you kind of hear it here a little bit underneath you. And usually, like on my car, you usually hear behind the dashboard, like up here. But
That's in comfort.
oh wow, that mid-range is crazy. Like, and it's not even mid, that's 2,000 RPM. That's different. Like, wow. Okay. Yeah, we're still in comfort. We haven't even really screwed around and went into sport yet. It's kind of like you give her like a little squirt in the throttle, and it's just like, it just, you feel it. So far, I like that. You don't have to put this in sport for it to really, like, if like you want to get out of somebody's way, like someone's in your way, you go around them like. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, this is comfort. And again, the suspension is composed. You know, I understand what you mean about the floatiness, like if especially like double divots.
Yeah.
You notice the little bit of the floatiness a little bit, but it's manageable. It's not like you're going to lose control of the car or anything like that. And again, you have an xDrive car, so it's not like you have to worry about, you know, any issues with, you know, getting like the car stepping out of place. I mean, it probably could because it's rear-wheel drive biased.
Yeah.
Do you know how much power goes to the rear wheels versus the front?
That's a good question. I think maybe 70%.
I was thinking that as well.
70-30.
Sean was telling me that if you did not have a transmission tune, when I like to say that it was in fifth already, it would probably be in seventh gear already. So the fact that you don't have to be in sport mode for the car to respond better is nice. So I just did an up and drive down in comfort. So now we're gonna put it in sport. So we have this I do know about. So you have sport, and then you have sport plus. Now, is there any, before I even talk about sport plus, is there any difference?
Yeah, so how I have it set up. So sport versus sport plus. So sport has the lead shifts.
Okay.
With burbles, a little bit of burbles.
Okay.
And the sport plus. Yeah, you heard.
I just put it in sport mode, so yeah.
I would put it in sport plus actually.
Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna.
So sport plus is gonna give you the faster shifts.
Okay. Okay. Dynamic traction control activated.
And the suspension is gonna get stiffer, and the wheel's gonna get a lot heavier.
Okay. So we're at that same. Oh yeah.
It's a lot heavier.
It's a lot heavier. I prefer this.
And it's gonna hold the gears longer. I would recommend manually shifting.
Okay. So we'll. All right. So we'll.
A couple short shifts.
Yeah, we'll do a couple short shifts.
Go first gear, no?
Oh my God. Okay. And I'm nowhere. I just want to let y'all know. I hope the mic picks up the noises that I'm experiencing. You hear the turbo working, but it's not. I'm nowhere in it yet. Like, I'm nowhere in it. And we just did like a quick second gear to fifth gear type of rolling acceleration. And I'm a little nervous because it already feels quick. And I try not to just stab into the power in someone's car, especially something I haven't driven. It is all-wheel drive and stuff like that, but the downshifts are really, really good. I will definitely give it that. We'll keep it in second gear because not recommended to launch this car in first gear. We're not launching today, but you know, it's just a matter of we don't want to do anything in first gear, but we don't want to break anything. So we'll stay in second, and I'm gonna roll into it. You said roll into it?
Yeah.
Okay. What the f? Okay. Oh, you know what? What the f, Sean?
And it gets faster and faster.
Yo, it's like a little bit, then the next gear you're squeezing it and it just goes more, and then you hit the next gear and it just gives you more.
Fifth gear is where you have all the
Yo,
Yep.
What's the PSI that you're running?
This is like 20. So it down low, it's like it starts at 21 PSI.
Dude, what?
Up top, it tapers to like 27, 28. And he has the timing targeting up to 17 degrees of timing in the higher rev range.
Yeah.
And we're at like a 240 load right across the power band.
Oh
So,
my God.
It's pretty quick. It was a lot more than I was expecting.
Okay.
And you can spin all four tires if you have DSC off.
Which we're not gonna do.
Which we're not gonna do.
No.
The car will go sideways.
No, I'm
Because
okay.
with the smaller frame turbo, it generates so much torque down low, and in the lower mid range,
Oh my
it
God.
will.
I wanna give him some space.
It will.
I need to give somebody some space.
It will kick out.
Yo, I want to do that again. So now I'm going to just do it with a little bit more confidence, and I'm going to calm down. I'll take it out of first. All right, we're going to roll into it.
Start recording emergency.
Yo, bro. Bro, okay.
All right, let's settle down.
Yeah, okay. We're good. I'm still in Jersey, so. Oh.
Let's put it back in comfort if you want.
Oh.
Recording complete.
And this is not max effort for this setup because during tuning we did run out of fueling on the tune. So the next step would be to go upgrade the DI injectors with a low pressure pump.
So Sean DMs me a lot and just says like, yo, this thing's a friggin' weapon. And I believe him, but I'm like, yo, everyone really feels happy about their own car, right? Yo, bro, this is scary. Oh my gosh. All right, I need to feel that one more time.
Let's just cycle down for a bit. Let's cool down.
Yeah, we'll let it cool down. I need to decompress. I'm gonna come back. Okay. I drove a Model 3 Performance the other day, and that brought tears to my eyes because of how quick it actually was. Like I was not so. Quick story: I drove the Model 3 Performance. You know, I told a lady I worked for Tesla before. She's like, oh, so you know the stuff. You know, go on the test drive, come back, tell me what you think. So me and my girlfriend are in a car. I'm hitting the accelerator. I'm like, oh, this is nice. There was an insane mode. It wasn't even an insane mode.
Not ludicrous.
So ludicrous is for the S models and the P and the X's.
Okay.
So the Plaid models, they have ludicrous mode.
Okay.
On the Model 3 Performances, the new ones, they're called insane mode.
Okay.
So it was in standard. That's why I was just like, okay, it's quick.
Okay.
But it wasn't wowing me. Then I put it in insane, I rip it again. I'm like, oh my God, this is giving me this vibe.
Yeah.
But it has emotion. Oh, I'm gonna buy stuff.
And remember, this is the smallest hybrid turbo for this car.
How do people drive 1,000 horsepower car? 1,000 horsepower cars?
In comfort mode, it limits the power. You saw how normally it drove in comfort mode. In Eco Pro, it drives even better, in my opinion. 69 degrees right now, and today was hot. Today was a hot day.
I can only imagine in December how this car would run.
Oh, early this morning, this was so fast. It was so quick. Because this car, the colder it gets, the quicker it feels.
When I tell you I've seen some, and shout out to Darren. I'm going to put Darren in this video too. So Darren, me and Sean, we all had GTIs, and Darren took his to the moon. Sean did his OEM Plus.
Yep.
Me, I was trying to make y'all happy. And we have three very different builds. And two of the three people got rid of the car and both got into BMW platforms and love it. And I can understand it. And I will take advice from their perspective because of the fact that they had the GTI. And they were trying to do power goals like me with the GTI. And realized that you couldn't do it. You can do it, but it doesn't make sense. I understand the manual will be fun, but the car's too fast for it. The car's too fast for manual. Maybe, I don't know.
I have a couple of friends with a manual version to this car.
And what do they think?
They like it. They like it. If you're a diehard manual guy, get it. If you're all about numbers and you want to have the fastest possible setup in a straight line, get the ZF transmission.
So, I'll give you a quick example. If you don't care about miles, right? If you don't care about miles, here's a 2015. Nope, that is a 335. Hang on, give me a minute. Okay, so there is one with 46,000 miles in Cummings, Georgia, and it's $33,000. It has to be a manual. No, it's automatic. It's same color. It's the same car as yours. Same exact car.
There's a guy selling a 240 for 26.
Bro, and it's xDrive.
And it's xDrive. Stop.
You don't care about miles. Like, these things are pretty reliable. So finding a higher mileage one's not the end of the world. But here's one for 23, a clean one. A clean 2016 340 for 23K, 94,000 miles. So you think about that, right? That's right now. $26,000. $23,000. $4,000 in mods. You're literally at like what, $27,000. You're under $30,000 for the BMW 340 with 600 wheel.
Yeah.
This feels like 600 wheel.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like my car feels like 4, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that car's quick. No. And everyone wants me to run BMW. There's no point.
Yeah.
There's no point for me to run.
Because the low end response,
Bro.
they're just great at putting the power down. So.
All right, we're gonna turn it on again. I'm a little bit more comfortable. That just took me by complete surprise. Sean was a little scared in the passenger. He's like, all right. Because I'm not looking at the miles now. You can't look at the miles now. You got to look at what's ahead of you. Because you end up like here, and you have like maybe like a quarter of a mile, and you're there so quickly, and you don't even notice it. So when these things, when I look at it from that perspective, so if you don't know drag racing, right? Look at it from a street perspective. 10 seconds you cover a quarter of a mile of road in 10 seconds. In this car will do 10s all day. A 3 Series does 10s. Like that, I still can't wrap my... GTRs were like we were happy that GTRs, like sports cars, not commuter sedans. And I think BMW did it on purpose. I think they did it on purpose. They were just like, they were waiting. It was like, all right, you're going to call some reliable. We're going to come out with some nasty stuff. And everyone's going to, and then now guess what? You see everyone, especially in New York and Jersey, everyone's got a BMW. Everybody's got a BMW. And even where you guys live too, BMWs is on top right now. They just are. And the fact that you could do this in an X3 M40, you could do this in a 340, M340, M240. You could do it in an X5 base model because they come base with B58, X740s. You can do this with anything with a B58. I cannot imagine an X5 that feels like this. And there's room for more. He just doesn't want to do much because he's OEM plus. And he does it well. Like I have to commend you. Even a GTI, like you do OEM well. You do OEM plus very well. You do it very well. Like you cannot notice.
You don't know.
You don't know.
And remember, this is the smallest hybrid turbo.
I love the fact he keeps reiterating that.
Okay.
I love it. Keep saying it's the smallest turbo.
Now imagine if I went with the biggest.
No, I can't.
It is a lot quicker.
So when you're driving something like this, you have to be very responsible.
Yep.
Like you have to be very, very careful in terms of what you're doing and where you're going, and you have to look ahead of you. Like, I'm not even making fun, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I can't look at the miles an hour because I'm so focused on the road ahead. Is that a Lucid? No, it's a Kia. And you're coming in here, so I will get out of your way. So, I mean...
We're in comfort mode, by the way.
And I'm in, yeah, because we shut the car off and we're back in it and we're back in comfort. Now, having it in manual mode in comfort, I'll do one more pull, one up in comfort and one back in sport. And I want to see in Sport Plus, and I want to see the difference. It'll be a difference?
It's going to be a difference. But I wouldn't recommend it.
You wouldn't recommend it?
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
You would just keep it in Sport Plus and just...
Sport Plus.
Okay. The owner, you heard the owner of the car, people. So, all right.
How does it feel, like the handling?
Dude,
it feels loose?
No. Like I mean, yeah, I mean, of course, it's a 3 Series,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you didn't put like hardcore suspension in it. Like it's a road car. This thing on a highway would be nasty.
Yes, it is.
Like nasty. Like, bro. I'm just giving myself a moment. Like, so we're in Sport Plus right now. I'm in third. Sean's bracing himself, which makes me nervous. But I mean, like, but, bro. Shit. Okay, that's why you told me to slow. So I looked down. That's why you told me to chill out. Okay.
Oh, holy shit.
God.
It's fast, right?
That's is an understatement, dude.
Yo, tell everybody.
There's cars that are fast and there's cars that are quick. This car's fast. This car's fast. And you have to have balls to stay in it. Because, bro.
Yo, I tell everybody, yo, this thing moves.
I think I wanted to just jump into the Porsche stuff, right? There's so much stuff to have fun in this segment. And I think that in this platform,
Yeah.
it's not your N55 BS. It's really not. Like, I've driven N55 cars. I've driven N54 cars. And, bro, nothing is like this at all. And you have to be mindful because people want to step out in front of you and they don't know. But, dude, no, handling, it's not bad. It's stable. I want to straighten it out again. But, dude, third gear. It's weird. Third and then fourth, it does get faster. And then fifth is nasty. Fifth is nasty.
Yo, this is freaking scary.
This is scary.
From the passenger.
So he's never been in the passenger seat of his own car. I feel you, bro. Because me driving it, it's...
No. That's...
Wow. Did you do the work yourself or is that installed?
Well, the turbo I had brought it to somebody to install for me, so I'd pay them.
Okay.
Because it was during winter time. I never felt like doing the turbo
In the winter.
in the winter, but
Nah, I
it's a
don't
very easy job to do. If I do decide to go with a much bigger turbo, I'm gonna do it myself. And it should take me about 2.5 hours.
Decent's an understatement, bro. I can't say your car's decent. It's not decent.
And remember,
This car is...
that's the smallest turbo you could buy.
Give a shout out to who? What is the company name?
Dynamic Auto Works.
Yo.
It has the DAW.
Sean is his name?
Sean is the guy's name.
Sean.
He's the owner.
Sean,
Yeah.
I'm talking just to you right now. I'm gonna have Sean send you, Sean, this video, okay? I'm saying this on the channel. I'm probably gonna be ending up buying a 340. I don't know which one yet. but I will let you guys know. Darren wants me to drive his car, and I'm scared. If this is moderate in OEM plus, Darren goes to the moon, so I'm scared of how that car is going to be. This is fine for me. And there's an M340 right there, LCI car. And it looks like a regular comfortable 3 Series. And these guys don't have nothing in it. I mean, you know what's so funny? I can't tell if that car got nothing in it or not.
Can't tell.
You can't tell.
Cannot tell.
Oh, he's an old dude. He's chilling. But
It's a sleeper.
it is such a sleeper, and you can get these so cheap. Oh man. Well, Sean, I'm talking to you. You know, JR14 will most likely be getting a 340. So if hey, I would love to experience some of your products. JR14 YT on Instagram. I'll tag you in this video when I put it up on Instagram and YouTube, and when I put up the post that it's released, I'll tag you specifically in it. Sean's gonna give me the link and everything for it. Well, guys, tell me about your experiences with B58s as well. I've driven stockish forms of B58s, nothing like this. I'm blown away, and I know I only had a really short time with the car, but I'm truly blown away. If you guys do like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, before you just give it a thumbs up, I need you to hit the notification bell so you get more notification videos like this. Also, if you do like these type of reviews, we're not just going in full specs. We have the owners come out, we have them go through the car, tell us a little bit about it, get a little bit of an experience, and give you guys that experience. If you guys did like this video, like I said, thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and also make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to JR14. You guys always remember where we're finally getting into modified B58 territories, experiencing it for the first time. You guys always remember that cars are a lifestyle.